Hey there, Silly Story here, bringing you another silly tale for everyone to enjoy. Title: Clean Slate Club, a memoir of mishaps and minor miracles. I went from being the hottest gossip columnist in town to completely blacklisted after pushing out one too many scandalous exposés. When my agent recommended the Clean Slate Club, a support group for society's misfits, I was desperate enough to give it a shot. Join me on my journey. Story begins. Ever heard the saying, "Be careful who you roast on your way up, because you'll see them on your way down"? Well, I learned it the hard way. One day I was the gossip columnist in town, breaking the juiciest stories, tearing down reputations, and riding the high of 3 celebrity scandals a week. But one exposé too many, and poof, I went from hotshot to blacklisted. When my agent finally answered my calls, it wasn't to hand me my next big scoop. Nope, instead she told me, "Riley, there's a group that could help, called the Clean Slate Club." Sounds innocent enough, but it was basically group therapy for society's rejects, washed-up reality stars, ex-thieves, and yes, former mean girls. And now, me, the queen of gossip. I wanted my career back, so I was willing to earn my redemption points, even if it meant mingling with the very people I used to roast. The first point-earning opportunity came in the form of service hours, and I got assigned to a pet shelter. I thought, how hard could it be? Oh, sweet, clueless me. When I arrived, I was supposed to take the puppies out for some fresh air, but they all charged out like they were racing for Olympic gold. The little terrors tore through the neighborhood, barking up a storm. By the time I caught the last runaway, I was sweaty, exhausted, and covered in dog hair. Oh, and my shoes? Ruined. Still, I wasn't ready to quit. Next, I hosted a charity bake sale for a community center. Apparently, people expect edible treats at bake sales. Who knew? I managed to burn everything. The whole center smelled like smoke, and I ended up having to send everyone off with stale store-bought cookies. My fellow club members laughed and dubbed me the baking menace. Not the best look, but hey, I earned points for trying. In the beginning, I saw Clean Slate Club as a temporary stepping stone. These people were characters, but I didn't really know them. That changed one night after a meeting, when Brenda, a former beauty queen turned ex-mean girl, broke down about how she missed her old life. I was shocked. Brenda was funny and clever, and I dismissed her as superficial. I started to see the people around me for who they actually were, not just for their past labels. The club assigned me to write an article spotlighting a member, so I chose Brenda. At first, I figured I'd tell the tale like a celebrity profile, but as I sat with her and listened, I got a glimpse of the pressure she'd been under. The weeks went by, and I became the club's go-to organizer, running fundraisers, coordinating events, and volunteering at the local soup kitchen. And surprising even myself, I started listening. Dave, who'd been an office bully, actually had a knack for calming people down. And Evelyn, a former scam artist, helped me learn how to balance the charity books in a way that would make even the IRS blush. One day I put together an art show featuring works by my clubmates. Instead of focusing on their mistakes, I wrote up little profiles on each of them. Their talents, their growth, their hopes. To my shock, the event went viral, but for once, it wasn't a scandal, it was a celebration. Months later, my old editor called. "Riley, we miss your work. Think you'd come back if you kept it clean?" I thought about it long and hard. For the first time, I'd been writing stories that weren't meant to take people down, but to lift them up. And it was more rewarding than any exposé. So my dear reader and listener, I joined the magazine again, but this time on my own terms. My first article? A spotlight on the Clean Slate Club and all the real, wonderful people in it. I may have started as the villain in their stories, but maybe, just maybe, I'd earned my place as a friend. Thanks for listening. Make sure to visit our YouTube channel. See you again on another silly story.